Wow, it's hot in here. It really is. 25 degrees outside.
And here are the girls.
We have this brand spanking new Kiwi air conditioning system put in. It's called Open a Window.
It's 18 degrees here, so not quite as hot here.
Okay, well, you know something? I kind of like 18 degrees. It's a nice temperature.
Very nice.
That's true. Perfect.
We could go eat our lunch outside.
Problem is, being inside this office in here, or in the studio in here, there's so many computers around, they generate their own heat.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. Yes, that happens in the studio.
Always add an extra 10 degrees for inside this office, eh? It can be pelting down with rain and snow outside. Well, we don't get snow, but you know, cold outside, and in here you can be sitting in your bikini, mate.
That's fun.
Man boobs.
Anyway, let's have some fun. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 10 after 10 o'clock, 25 degrees downtown. It's hot in here, I got to be honest with you. Thursday, April the 22nd. And for you guys that are joining us live on Facebook Live right now, got to thank you so much again for coming back and being a part of the Galaxy family. And believe me, you're going to love this. You really, really are. But first of all, let's cover this one. Don't forget, if you're going to watch it a little later on over there on YouTube, you know what to do, right? Yeah. Sub, thumb, bell. Bingo. Bell notifications for when we have important people like the Heels. Band cooler than, well, I think cooler than the other side of the pillow, literally. And believe me, I love, love, love these girls. And got to say, hi, welcome back, Heels.
Hello. Hi, thank you.
Now, we kicked this off with Dump 'Em, a brand spanking new song, and believe me, everybody's been wanting to know all the skinny on this one, literally, and we want to get down to the dirty bits, you know, the nasty bits, like throwing his underwear in the shredder and all this sort of stuff. Who were you dumping, girls?
Well, we've each had a dump him, so.
Yeah,
Or a couple
well,
dump him.
Okay.
Inspired by, we were writing a song with a friend in Nashville, and we were actually trying to write a serious song about really embracing all of the hard times that you go through because of coming to a better place. Yeah. And being thankful for the hard things that you went through, because sometimes it's kind of funny how you get somewhere that you want to be. Yeah, they lead you. They're like little map dots. It gives you like a better place in the end. But when you're going through them, you're like, what is going on?
Yeah. How did I get here?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Yeah, it's like painful at the time, and then you look back and you're like, oh, that's why.
Okay, well, look at me as if I'm your therapist. Come on, download on me. Yeah, believe me.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to try and make this short but detailed.
Short and sweet.
Yeah. So, yes, we were looking in hindsight, and dump him, in quotes, is like a general guy who you should dump. Like, everyone has dated a dump him. We've changed it into a noun, you know? So, but it came from an ex-boyfriend of mine. That's what we wrote the song about. My dad used to actually call him Dump Him as his name. So,
Okay, and you know, I can
his
get.
actual name was, but he called him Duncan. So, anyways, we brought that up to the songwriter, and he was like, "Hold on, tell me more about this character." So then we start, he was just pulling out information as we were talking, and
we were making notes in the document.
Yeah, Bobby was just like jotting down things that we were talking about, and so like everything in this song is very real life, like straight from the facts to a song. Like there's no like we weren't making up a story. These are just
Very real.
This is a like literal song. So yeah, and then but then we were talking about it, and we're like all these like really crappy things that happened at a specific time led me to exactly in this band, like directly to this band now that I look back at it. So then we wrote the song about that, and then we're like, Duncan is just like, it's a thing. This is a kind of person, just a bad guy.
It's like
a bad boyfriend. He's not a bad guy. He's a bad boyfriend.
Yes, and about, like, you hear it in your head, I need to break up with this person,
Yeah.
and then it's your friends are telling you, and you have all of these signs that are telling you, and you have to do it, but sometimes it's really hard to force yourself to do those kinds of things.
So the little birdie in the song is like your inner voice.
Yes.
Or in my case, my dad.
There you go. And believe me, dads are good for that. They really, really are. They have a sight that most people don't see, you know what I mean? So believe me, when dads are looking, sometimes if he taps you on the shoulder, you should listen, to be very honest with you.
Dads have sometimes been the
I was
Duncan.
going to say.
My dad was the Duncan.
Sometimes.
He said it.
He recognized
it right away and was like, don't be
He's
with
a
this
dumb
guy.
guy.
I know what he's doing. Like, I can see. Yeah, so trust your dad, usually.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Believe me, and when your father called him dump him, believe me, my first car, would you believe, was actually a hearse. And when my father, I took this to me it was brain spanking new. I was straight, one of my very first cars, straight out of high school. A friend of mine whose father was an undertaker, getting a new fleet. I went and bought one of his cars, took it home. My father looked at it, I'm proud. I'm going, look at this, The old man, the old man not so happy about it. I got to be honest. He said to me, "It's the last ride." So, okay, that was the name of the car, literally. You know what I mean?
Funny.
Believe me, you should hear the rest of the story. Believe me, one night, because I used to be a surfer, and one of the best beaches to go and surf was actually behind a cemetery, right? So I put my surfboard on top of my hearse, head on out to the cemetery, park it on up, go and do a day's surfing, hang out with some guys, the bonfire stuff, have a few cold ones afterwards. But this particular vehicle actually came with its very own coffin.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Yeah, believe me, when I went and picked up the keys, I went, there's something in it. He goes, don't worry about it, it's a shop sword, and it goes with the car, take it with you, you know what I mean? So I used to sleep in this thing. Okay.
My goodness.
This night I'm having a few drinks and everything, and decided, I'm not going to drive. I'm going to stay where I was. Happened to be at the cemetery, and I'm in the coffin, and these two young fellas, I don't know where they came from, came along, started rocking the hell out of my car, right? So I opened up the lid and sit up. You should have seen the look on this guy's face in the window.
Oh my goodness.
I think that's the best therapy for kids going rocking cars now. They will never do it again. Really.
Wow.
So I'm sorry for boring you with that, but that's, what Dad sort of, you dump him, my last ride, all that sort of stuff.
Well, if you hadn't had the coffin in there, you could have fit the surfboards right inside.
But I guess you didn't have room with the coffin, so.
Yeah, well, it's hard enough getting sand out of the car as it is. If you want to put, surfboards with wax and sand and grit and everything, nah. Nah, put it on top of the roof. Much better. Sean is with us, and also Cheryl. Cheryl Schofield's with us. Nice to have you guys with us. And Mott Ryan as well. Nice to have you guys with us.
Smith.
Believe me, Dump'em is making a big move here at Galaxy. Everybody wanted to know about it, and well, I got to be honest, poor Sarah at the reception, when we first started playing it, we started getting a few requests, and she would write it down on a piece of paper and bring it to me and say, hey, this is how, because we structured the breakfast show that way on how many requests per what song goes into the breakfast show. And she's going, here you go, you know, a few new ones for the hills and everything like that. These days she's handing me a USB and just saying, you deal with it. It is getting a following, literally. So far, 1,788 requests to date for Dump Him, literally. Now, I've got to let you know too, 74 countries right now, 119 cities around the world are all joined in to this interview. It really is. So it's a real pleasure to have you ladies back again. Now, High on Heels. It does weird things to my arches, really, it does. How do you guys wear high heels in the first place? Which is a master stroke, to be honest with you. It must take a lot of practice because I couldn't do it. I really couldn't. I'm a flats kind of guy, you know what I mean? But tell me all about High on Heels.
High heels on. Yeah, high heels on.
Yeah, that's the one.
We do wear heels.
Yeah.
We've actually worn not such high heels to shows before, and some man decided to come up and call us out.
Yeah.
We have to wear them now.
Yeah.
Right now we have slippers on all of us.
We do.
Fun ones.
I know. Since we haven't been performing, the amount of times I've worn heels has probably been only at a couple photo shoots.
Yeah.
And that hurts. Like, you got to get used to it
Out of
again.
practice.
Yeah, out of practice.
Our feet were ready to fall off.
Yeah.
Different muscles that you're
Yeah.
using.
Yeah, and pressure points and probably calluses or like
Yeah.
something. But anyway, high heels on.
Believe me, I used to go out with a model and some of the shoes that she used to wear, believe me, I would get vertigo just looking at them, you know what I mean?
Very fun.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, totally. Which is what the song is about.
it's like being on stilts, I'm sure of it. It really, really is. Now, I want to talk to you about what you're doing, what's coming up after this, but let's release this to the world officially. Here is High Heels On. You're right here at Galaxy with the heels.
Yeah.
Good one.
Woo-hoo.
Got it.
You know, I was just joking with you before, I'm sorry. I do that sometimes. People go, but that's not the name of the song. I'm going, I know.
We do that too.
We like to rewrite our own songs to have funny lyrics.
Yeah, I'm dyslexic. no kidding, I am actually.
I hope you liked your video I made you.
Well, it happens. I do things backwards, or sometimes I read things. Even typing, I'm so excited to say what I'm about to say that I skip words. And
I do that too.
The only thing is, as long as you don't get to the punchline before the joke started.
That's what my grandma does, so she's not allowed to tell jokes.
Yeah. It's weird watching people laugh at their own jokes and you go, what are you laughing at? And she gives you the punchline. It's like, yeah, great.
Laughing so hard they can't even get the joke out.
Yeah, I do that.
That's me.
It's so funny. You have to hear it.
Are we on?
Build it up.
I had some where I'm like trying to tell something funny, but I'll just go straight to crying, like past the laughter, and just sort of like I've done that a few times.
I used to do stand-up comedy back in the day, and what happened was I used to be a DJ in a nightclub, and this guy came up to me one night and he goes, "You're a funny guy, would you like to come and do comedy at the comedy company?" And I went, "Yeah, okay, I'll come and have a look." He says, "I'll send you a car in a couple of days." So he did, he sent me a car, and I go round the back to this dingy alleyway with a light over the door at night time. And I knock on the door and this big guy answers the door and he looks at me and goes, "Be funny."
Oh.
That screwed it for me, to be honest, mate.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
That's like when you tell people that you're a singer out somewhere, and the first they're like, "Oh, sing something."
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Especially if it's karaoke.
yeah.
Oh. Scarioke.
You must be amazing at it.
Let's go to the desk.
Oh, I say lovely.
couple of minutes to go on that. So we
Yeah.
can still chat.
It's
It's
repeating.
repeated. It's going again.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know how that happened, but what the hell? Let's
We're
give it the
playing
double.
again, everyone.
Yeah.
Hi, Brian Smith from Smitty and the Jump Starters. How are you,
Like that
mate?
in JRFM called Twin Spin Tuesday.
Oh.
But they
Oh,
play
we
two different
love
songs
the
from ours
Hills.
and they kind
It's
of in a row.
lovely
And then you
girls.
get so excited about
Fun.
hearing your favorite artists.
So, I hope you guys have got a stiff drink there.
Got a what?
Got a stiff drink. You might need one.
Oh.
Oh, it's
Uh,
too early.
I had too much last night.
Yeah.
Our new thing that we like is tequila. That's our new
Just
drink of
tequila.
I had a
choice.
lot of
Okay. Have you tried the white worm?
The white
No,
worm?
no,
No,
we
we
don't
do
want
not
that.
eat bugs.
So they know about the hoo-hoo bug.
Oh, come on. You know, you got to give the... it's traditional. It's a traditional Mexican
Well,
drink.
I'm not having
I
the
don't know, there's
hoo-hoo
a
grub,
bug.
so...
No, they put a worm in there,
Brian,
and then
you don't
you're
have
supposed
to
to like
eat it
it's like a
either.
good luck if you eat it at the end.
Oh,
Really
Yeah.
drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know why they put it in there?
Why?
Because it actually absorbs all the impurities of the alcohol.
Oh.
Right.
So then if
It
you eat
really
it, then you're eating all the impurities.
You're getting a kick-ass at the end of it.
Well, I mean, I guess if it's like a good filter, but I still wouldn't want to eat it.
No.
No.
Yeah,
Not
okay,
really.
it's like
No,
drinking beer out of somebody's slipper, isn't
I
it?
don't drink alcohol. That's by choice.
Yeah, or somebody's gumboot, something like that.
I'm not drinking out of anyone's bloody gumboot. Oh, you might.
You ask your husband. He's an ex-Navy guy. He'll tell you.
Oh, yeah, he is too.
You know, the system liked it that much. It played it twice. I had nothing to do with that, but it really, really happened. The system played it twice, and of course, couldn't think of a better song. You know, High Heels On by the Heels. Now, guys, absolutely loving that, and believe me, you're just raking it in with this one. Literally, you're way over 2,500 requests right now.
Wow, thank you.
Loving it, and believe me, it's going up by the minute by the sounds of it. Everybody's going to want to buy one. Now, how do we get a copy?
Oh, well, the album isn't out yet.
Coming soon.
But the singles there.
Yes.
Anywhere you
Yes.
can listen to music.
Yes.
2 live ones, then we have 2 lyric videos, right?
Yeah.
2 lyric videos.
On our
They
YouTube.
kind of describe a little bit more about the song, about both of them. Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I'm not going to ask you how fans can get hold of you, because believe me, by now, you must be getting through the last lot that people have been trying to get hold of you. We know it's on Facebook, we know you're on Twitter, we know you're on Instagram, and we know that you respond. Believe me. But do you have a merch store that people can go to and buy merch?
Yes. On our website, theheelsmusic.com/store.
Yes.
Absolutely.
There you go. And you're going to sell a koozie no time soon.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, we keep adding new stuff all the time. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
That is good to know. Now, it's a surreal time. Still been in a surreal time now for, well over a year. I take it that you're not doing a heck of a lot of shows right now. Are you still doing a lot of writing? Are you doing a lot of recording?
Yes. Lots of writing and recording. No shows really though.
We're recording today.
Yeah. We do have a streaming show tomorrow, so you can check the details out on our social media.
Very, very cool. And believe me, I've seen a couple of the streams that you put out. They're very good. They are very, very good. Well done. Now, at the same time, with you writing and recording new stuff, and also going into the recording studio now, that kind of says to me, just maybe, you might come back for another interview.
Yes, of course.
They are sadistic, I knew it. They do like to put up with me after all. Ladies, we do have to move on, but thank you so much for coming back to Galaxy. We're looking forward to meeting up with you again in the very, very near future. Just wondering though, is there an EP, is there an album coming out anytime soon?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we've been working all through the last year on a new album, and that'll be out in June.
Very cool. You'll have to send me a few copies. Literally, we would love to give away. Do a competition. Keep the heels rolling here at Galaxy, because believe me, we here at Galaxy are huge fans of the heels. We really, really are. So we would love to be able to just up that promotion just that little bit more. What do you reckon?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Awesome. Don't go anywhere. In the meantime, I'm going to go back over to Studio B. Here's Tara's Trent Darby.